Hello everybody, welcome to my Salvaged Frigate module guide, where I'm going to show you guys the best way to get Salvaged Frigate modules. This is going to require you to have access to the portal and be in the Euclid Galaxy, because that's what's going to happen. I'm going to assume anybody following the series probably already has all of the ingredients that we need for this. But the playlist that got us here will be linked in the comments section, so if you guys need the step-by-step for getting here, that's where that's going to be. Before we start, I recommend making sure you have a good amount of credits. The item for this is quite expensive, and I would recommend staying to the end because we're going to do something cheeky to make this a little bit faster. I farmed all of mine legit, and then I find a better way that's going to make this real fast. You're probably going to want about 80 of these, so it's quite a lot, and they are quite long to get. So first up then, let's get on with the address. Into your portal, you are going to want to put in... You're going to want to put in bird, moon, bird, jellyfish, moon, jellyfish, dinosaur, boat, swirl, bird, and bug. We're obviously going to step on through the portal here, and we're going to go ahead and visit the space station so I can show you guys how to get the item that we need. So, once we're here, mount up in the ship, we're going to be heading to the space station. I don't feel like I need to show you guys how to pilot through space, so we're just going to go ahead and skip into there. So then, once we've arrived at the space station, we can head on up the ramps here. Now, I feel like it probably would be good for me to say, it probably would be good for you if you mod your exosuit accordingly, like give yourself loads of extra bonuses and stuff, but I haven't done that in the series yet, so I'm going to be running basic suit. However, my multi-tool is pretty good. We did get that as a part of the series, so we are going to be using that for this. And so, yeah, if you can get yourself extra sprint distance and things like this, this is going to speed things up ever so slightly for you. Either way, so we're coming to Work Gek here. Can be many names, but this is the dude we're coming to. And you just want to purchase that top thing there. It's buying 30 million already. I didn't even buy any today. Well, that's cheeky. So this usually starts at 5 million each. It goes to 10, then 20, and then 30. As you can see, this can get quite expensive, so you are going to want a lot of emergency broadcast receivers for this. At the end, I will show you a way to get around a lot of this, so stick around for that if you want to be, if you don't mind being a little bit naughty. It does make a very big difference and makes things a lot quicker. In any case, once we've got those, we can head on out the front of the space station now. We want to come into our inventory so that we can use this, and then we can boost off into the distance. You'll see the numbers in the bottom, changing. And when it does that, we can come out of boost, and we'll have a derelict freighter appear. We can now enter this, which we're going to do. Go ahead and land. As soon as you see the circles on top of this go from blue to green, you can press square and you'll land pretty quickly, which is rather handy. Note that you can't boost in here, so getting around fast isn't really all that easy. You can kind of like melee to get like a little shunt forward, but it really doesn't help all that much. So once we arrive at the door then, we're going to want to square our way in. I'll keep in here pretty whole, just so I can show you guys all the different rooms. But I'll try to be quick about it. So you're going to want to come here until it's open the door. Unseal door, please. Thank you. Bit of a wait here. And it's become so reflexive that I didn't really explain. So the way the mechanics in here are going to work, right, is it's cold, so it's good to take your temperature down. And if you don't want to use sodium, you can stand next to these and it will heat you back up again, which is rather handy. Now, whilst we're in here, the thing that we are after for the Salvaged Frigate modules are the big chests. I don't know if they drop from the smaller ones or not, but I've had it drop from both versions of those. We've got lockers here that we can loot, but the only one I've seen it drop from is these kind of on-the-ground chests. I've seen it drop from both variants, so both the square-shaped one and the rectangular-shaped one, but I haven't seen it drop from lockers, and I haven't seen it drop from the suitcases. If you guys have it drop from those, let us know, because it'd be handy to know if they are, in fact, things that we could loot to get the Salvaged Frigate modules. So the reason this particular freighter is good for the Salvaged Frigate modules is because it's got lots of chests everywhere, and the secondary reason is because it only has jellyfish, which whilst they can do significant damage if they pop on you. You've got so much warning that they really shouldn't be that much of a problem. So to explain more mechanics in here, and I'm not really interacting with it right now, I don't know if that's something you guys would want to see me do. Get back on you. You see these data pads here, and if you scan, you should see them highlight with the light blue on. If you interact with those, you can get like a rare... Well, it's not a rare drop, but it'll come up as a rare drop. Let me see if we can get it to come up for you. There we go. So if you get this rare item, that's going to be something that you may want to use in one of the computers. I'll explain more about that when we come across them. Something else to take note of then. So if you want to get through here fast and you're only after the end reward, which is the bulkhead, you can follow this arrow. Look, if that's an arrow, that means that is the path of progression for the freighter. If there's a circle, that means this is a dead end. But all of the rooms in here do have loot boxes in, so it is going to be a good idea to come on in and loot them. I'm going to do this just to make sure. So the tainted metal, don't dissolve it, keep hold of it. You can refine that into nanites. Again, something else that we can play around with. I'm going to show you. Like, seriously, I can't wait to show you guys this this shortcut at the end. Hopefully it never gets patched, because trying to refarm this a second time took me like 2 days to get all of this ready so that I could show you guys kind of how to do all of the freighter stuff. And it's just like, god damn, if I'd have found that earlier, I would have saved myself so much time. Right, so let's go through here. I'm really not too bothered about saving anything really, but we want to get all of this loot boxes, loot boxes, loot boxes, loot boxes. You just scan it to make sure you're highlighting it. I'm not going to get one to drop on this run now, am I? This is going to be... this is my punishment for wanting to show you guys all this. Right, get into here. We've already got that. So this is the first computer. I don't think this one needs the item that we got from the data pads. Now, there's Salvaged Frigate module from one of those floor ones, exactly as I said, look. So you have a decision to make here. I'm not going to interact with this. If you interact with this, you'll get, I think, the crew manifest into your inventory. The reason I'm not going to interact with this is because, I'm going to pause for a second. Once you've got that in your inventory, to reset the bulkhead, to reset the freighter, should I say, you'll need to go back to the space station to turn in the item back at the person we got the emergency broadcast receiver from, and he will give you even more tainted metal. So if you want extra nanites, and as you can see I did this so much, right, that we've got like 96,000 nanites. So it's a little bit crazy. You do get a lot of nanites. If you run this a lot, you will get a lot of nanites, and I can hear people screaming in the background already. But you can do all these other different things to get the Salvaged Frigate modules. Yes, you can, but you need to come through and do this anyway. This is going to give you like decorative blueprints for the freighter. And it's going to give you the bulkhead at the end. So you need to run these dungeons either way. So this is definitely the best way to get the frigate modules. And I'm going to show you how to speed it up at the end, so it's fine. So we're going to come around this way, because we've got another dead end room here with more loot in it. At least I got one to drop. You guys can see they drop here, which is lovely. I was worried that I was going to have to do it all again. No duct tape. Yep. We're going to come through here. So long. I really didn't want this to be too long, and it's going to be long, isn't it?
Temperature levels stabilizing. Thermal protection falling.
Just get my heated up there. Doo-doo-doo. Get off. This one I think is a small room. Little locker, yeah. So yeah, we're just getting tainted metal, I think, mostly from the briefcases, which is good. Like, it's good to get the extra nanites in. Hypnotic eyes also, they take longer than the tainted metal, but you can take, you refine them into like a goop, and then another goop, and then like, is it fungal mold or something, and then into nanites. So they take a long time though. And lava cores also refine into nanites, so you're gonna get tons of nanites in here, is basically what I'm saying. This is the second to last room, so we're almost there. This room's kind of weird. Sometimes it's full of jellyfish. Other times they like spawn in the walls and stuff, but they can't get back out to get you. So if they do that, then it's pretty safe. So this is the second computer. So if you got the rare item that we've got to drop, you put it in here, and this will give you another like the captain's log instead of the crew manifest. You take it to the same person we spoke about last time, and that's going to give you even more tainted metal. I think you get like 700 at a time if you keep doing it. So we've got more loot boxes over that way. To keep things short, I'm going to skip those. And there's even more loot boxes in here. You guys can go ahead and loot all those. You should be able to get more. And then you can come here, and we're going to take the bulkhead. Okay, I'm going to recommend the bulkhead here. I haven't actually tried the technology upgrade here, but to start with, I recommend everybody gets the salvaged... Oh, really? Everybody gets the salvaged frigate modules and gets the cargo bulkheads. So once you've got all of your loot, we're going to head on back out, and to reset this, we're going to get back in the ship, pop it again, and make this appear for a second time. I feel like this is important because it did take me a few kind of different methods just to test out the quickest way to do this. So we're just going to sit straight in the ship, take off, L1, R1, oh, come on, L1, R1, and go straight back in to doing this again. Boom, there we are. Ready for us to do it whole of the time, and it's going to be exactly identical to the first one, apart from the items and drops will be different in the, in all of the different lockers. So, once you've got a few in your inventory, what I'm going to recommend you do is go somewhere that you can build. So I'm going to go back to my money shed. I'll meet you guys there. Okay then, so, fair warning, this glitch is game-breakingly good. I probably won't be using it for very much because it just kind of spoils it a little bit, but I decided to use it for this because, like I was saying, this took so obscenely long and I want people to be able to follow along to the videos, so giving people a shortcut so they can catch up with me seems pretty reasonable in my opinion. So that's why we're going with this. So I'm going to split these into 15s because for some reason it seems to work better with 15s. And what we want to do is, in the portable refiner, you can basically put any item that'll go in there if you want to. I tested this with the tainted metal, and so now I'm never going to need nanites ever again, which is kind of crazy. So we want the... well, whatever it is you want more of, right? Let's say I want more cargo bulkheads because I think I've got enough frigate module data for everything I need. And even if I don't, it's not even going to matter. Right, you put this in here. Okay, and then what you want to do is get your portable refiner. And you see the middle thing? That's kind of what I usually do this. You want it to be like close, but not in the same place as one of the others here. And we can keep on putting them inside of itself like this. Okay, now it's not going to work every single time you place one, but it does seem to work most of the time. Okay, so we're going to do this. You can keep doing it until it doesn't let you place them anymore. Usually 5 or 6 is about the limit that I get out of it. And then all we do, we just pick them up like this. Look at those bulkheads. Right, I can max out any freighter I want now. In fact, I probably couldn't even carry them all. Okay. So if you want to do that with your salvage data, salvage frigate data, we can do that again. Probably got too many things now, it's going to be real hard to like find it. Salvage frigate data, where are you? Frigate modules, here we go. Right, salvage frigate modules. And then we can portal. Like I say, not on top of the same one, but you kind of want it around. So when it like brings the second one in, it's like the same place. You don't want that. You want to like move it around a little bit. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Right, and now you can easily have all of the salvage frigate modules that you'll need to upgrade your freighter to the max. Like I say, I still recommend running the freighters a good amount of times, maybe until you've got something like 15 to 20 frigate modules, because you are still going to want the blueprint. So things like, so if we come over to here, I should have them available. So these derelict freighter salvages, all of this comes from the same containers as the frigate modules. So I recommend getting all of these. This is cool. You should get all these. And of course, it's going to give you like tainted metal, and it will give you like really good resources. In particular, it'll give you storm crystals. You actually need these to upgrade your freighter anyway. So like running the derelicts themselves is pretty good, but eventually you're going to have so much of these things. Like you can see, like storm crystals, I've got tons of those because I was just running them all over the place. I've got them also they're just all over my inventory. Same with these. But yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out. Hopefully it speeds up getting your freighter fully upgraded fast. And I'll see you guys in the next video where we're going to go with getting the modules. See you soon.